useful on statins. Remember, we talked about statins before. These are the drugs that block cholesterol biosynthesis by blocking the pathway, the isopentyl pyrophosphate pathway. Well, that ties into the story because coenzyme Q, I think we got a picture of it here, has a long tail of isoprene units that come from that same pathway. The same pathway that builds cholesterol builds this tail. Notice there's 10 of these isoprene units here. That's why it's called CoQ10 sometimes, because there's 10 of those. Some organisms will have 8, humans have 10. So if you're taking statins like Lipitor to block cholesterol synthesis, it would also block the synthesis of this tail. In some cases, so maybe in that sense, in those cases, it would make sense to prescribe coenzyme Q. Anyway, I digress. So electrons go from Q. Q is a small molecule. It's lipophilic. It floats around in here. It can diffuse over here to pick up electrons. It can diffuse over there to donate them. These guys are big, like oil tankers in the sea of the biolayer. They move slowly. The Q is small and it can go all over the place real quickly, donating electrons to complex 3, which is coenzyme Q, cytochrome C reductase. The electrons flow out to this molecule, protein molecule that lives in this intermembrane space. Cytochrome C is a very small molecule of protein, one of the smallest proteins known, and it floats around pretty quickly. It bounces around between 3 and 4. Complex 4 is cytochrome oxidase. This is where the electrons need oxygen. It takes electrons from cytochrome C, donates them to those electrons to oxygen to make water. So oxygen is the final repository, the final sink in which electrons flow. Now, 3 of the 4 complexes, notice they pump protons. Complex 1, for each pair of electrons, pumps out 4 protons. 2 is not a proton pumping complex. 3 pumps 4, complex 4 pumps 2 protons. So you get about 10 protons pumped if you start out here with NADH and you go through this full path.